Hello everyone, this is David from China. Welcome to my channel. I hope my videos are helping you to practice and improve your coding skills. So in today's video we're going to do a little project that will help you to improve your HTML, CSS and JavaScript knowledge. So firstly, let's see the overview of today's video. So our project is gonna be something like this. If I reload the page, as you can see, it types the text by itself. So using JavaScript, we will learn how to make such kind of function. And also when the text finishes, a button will appear here. If I click on this button, the whole thing will disappear. So after finishing this video, you can also include such kind of parts in your own website. So let's get started. So the only thing you need before starting this project is to have an image in your desktop. So I will go to my Sublime Text and create 3 new files, and I will save them one by one in my desktop. So the first one will be typing.html, and the second one will be, let's say, typing.css, and the third one will be typing.js for my JavaScript. So in my HTML, I will write the main text, let's say, and I will give the title of, let's say, typing function maybe. So for now I will link my CSS and JavaScript to my HTML. So I will say typing.css and the script with the source of, let's say, typing.js. So now inside the body I want to have a div with the ID of main, because that's gonna be my main div. And also inside this main div I want to have one more div with the ID of, let's say, message. So inside this message div I want to have the paragraph with the ID of, let's say, text place, because I want to write the text here. And also after it I want to have the input. It will be my button, so the type button. We don't need name for this, but the value should be, let's say, click here to start. And also I want to give the ID of button to my input. And also when the user clicks the button, it should go to my JavaScript and run the function with the name of start. So that's it for our HTML. So let's see how it looks in our browser. So I will go to my desktop and open the file with the name of typing.html. So here it is so simple. So I want to make it more beautiful using CSS. So I will go to my Sublime Text and open typing.css. So the part with the ID of main should have the width of 100% and should have the height of 100%. And also its background image should be URL, so img.jpg. In my desktop I have an image with the name of img, so I am just linking it to my CSS. So after that the position should be absolute, and also, let's say, background position should be center, and also background size should be, let's say, cover. So let's see how it looks now. Here it is better. So now I want to give the design to my div with the ID of message. So I will go to my CSS, I will go down, so I will say the ID message should have, let's say, the width of 22 rem and the height of, let's say, 27 rem. So the reason I give the size using rem, because it's better and more responsive than the pixels. So if you give the size of your HTML elements using rem or percentage, it will be more responsive to the screen of the device. So after that the position should be relative, and I want to have the margin of, let's say, 6% and auto. And also, let's say I want to have the background color of hexadecimal color 124.75F. It is a kind of blue, and the color of my text should be white. And also I want the padding to be 10 pixels, and also I want to have the, let's say, font weight of let's say bolder, and also I want to have the font size to be 20 pixels, and at last I want to have the box shadow. So box shadow will be 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 15 pixels, and the color of black. So let's see how it's changed. Here it is. So I guess this box is a little bit bigger, so I will just make it smaller, so it will be, let's say, 20 rem and 25 rem. So here it is better now. So the last thing left is to design this button. So I will go to my CSS and I will say the ID of button should have the background color of, let's say, black, and the color should be, let's say, red, and also font weight to be bolder, and also, let's say, font size to be 20 pixels, and I want to have the padding of 10 pixels, and also the margin top of 40 pixels, and also I want to have the border radius of, let's say, border radius of 10 pixels, and I want to have the box shadow of, let's say, 8 pixels, and 13 pixels, and the color should be blue. So let's check how it became now. So here it is, but it is not in the center of this box. So in order to correct this one, I will go to my HTML, and the div with the ID of message should have the align of center. So by doing this, I can make sure that everything inside this div will be aligned to the center. So here it is in the center now. And also I don't want this button to be visible until the text appears. So I will go to my HTML CSS. So I will just say the visibility of the button should be hidden. So let's check now. Here it is. So it's time to move to our JavaScript. So we'll write some functions in our JavaScript. So I will go to my JavaScript, and firstly I will declare a variable with the name of text, and I want to paste the text. I want to say here, hello everyone, this is David from China, blah blah blah, something like this. And also I want the speed is equal to 50. So the speed is the speed of typing this text. So, and also I want to have the variable with the name of I should be equal to 0 for now. So now I want to write the function, let's say, with the name of typing. So inside this function I will declare a variable with the name of text place. So text place, it will be document.getElement by ID and the ID of text place. So now I want to have one more variable with the name of, let's say, button, and it will be document.getElement by ID and the ID of button. So now it's time to make a function that just types the text. So I will say if I is less than or equal to text.length. So the text is here. If I is less than or equal to text.length, I want to have the text place dot text content. So I want it to be, let's say, text dot character at I, and I should be incremented by 1. So what does it do? when I is equal to 0, it will just type the letter H here. When I is equal to 1, it will just type the letter E here. So it will just start typing the letters one by one. And also I want to set the timeout to my function. So it should be, let's say, typing, and the speed should be 50. We have already given the number to our speed, so you can just change the speed of typing by changing the number here, 50. So, and also if, let's say, I want to have one more condition, so if I is equal to text.length, I want the button to be visible. So in order to do that, I will say button dot style dot, let's say, visibility should be, let's say, visible. So now I will go down and I will just set timeout to my typing function one more time. So because when the user opens the browser, I want the function to be run after 1 second. So let's see whether it's working or not. I will just open my browser and I will reload the page. So after 1 second it starts typing the text. So as you can see, when the text finishes, our button appears. So, but when I click the button, nothing disappears. So in order to do that, I will go to my HTML and I will see that when we click the button, it should go to our JavaScript and run the function with the name of start. So I will go to my JavaScript and create one more function. This time the name of the function will be start. So here I want to declare a variable with the name of message, and it will be document dot get element with the ID of message. So we have already gotten the D with the ID of message here. So we want it to be hidden. So we will say message dot style dot, let's say, display is equal to none. So let's check whether it works or not. So I will reload the page. Firstly, it should type the text. So now the button is visible. If I click on this button, everything disappears. So that's it for today's video. I hope it helped you to practice your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript knowledge. So if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. And also, if you like the project, please like the video. And if you have any questions or problem, let's say related to programming, you can feel free to ask me. So see you guys.